Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 4 KMD, we're talking about how Singapore faced its big trash problem. As we know, Singapore is our country's neighbor, which is located on the southern side of the peninsula Malaysia, and it is a very small country compared to our country. Singapore only has a total area of 728.6 kilometers square only, and a land area of 581.5 kilometers square only. Despite having a large population, 5.45 million people will reside in Singapore in 2021. Singapore is the country with the second highest population density in the world, behind Monaco, with an average population density of 8,358 persons per square kilometer. When the population is dense, waste production is likely to increase. In order to free up more room for other kinds of construction, the Singaporean government has taken a number of measures to reduce the quantity of waste that is dumped outside of the nation. Singapore, which collaborates with Mitsubishi Heavy Industrial to get rid of waste instead of leaving it where it would take up a lot of space in other countries, is the most advanced country in the world at managing rubbish. Commercial and household garbage are first collected and then they are treated in the Tuas South incineration plant and then disposed of on Pulau Semakau. The question is how Singapore, a small country, can manage this enormous garbage problem.
Singapore is one of the developed countries in Southeast Asia and even in the world. This can be proven through several factors. Among them is Singapore's efficiency in solving its a big trash problem. How can they handle it? Okay, one of the ways is that Singapore can overcome their big problems because they have innovative employees. Innovative employees play a crucial role in addressing Singapore's big trash problem. Innovative employees can design and implement waste reduction strategies in their organization. This may involve identifying opportunities to minimize waste generations, such as through process improvements. By thinking creatively and finding innovative solutions, employees can help reduce the overall waste impact on their company or industry. Besides that, the way to Singapore can adapt the trend in current practice. This trend can also contribute to tackling Singapore's huge waste problem. For example, adapting a circular economy approach. The circular economy approach focuses on minimizing waste and maximizing the value of resources. Using this approach, Singapore can prioritize waste prevention, encourage product design for durability and recyclability, and encourage the development of local recycling industries. Meanwhile, Singapore can also adopt a sustainable use of packaging waste. This practice is a major contributor to Singapore's garbage problem. The use of sustainable packaging solutions, such as biodegradable or compostable materials, can significantly reduce waste generation.
Nature of employment. Singapore job structure can contribute to waste reduction through various means. Firstly, employees can receive education and training on waste management practice from their employers, enabling them to make informed decisions both professionally and personally. Secondly, business can establish workplace recycling program by setting up dedicated recycling bins and motivating staff to participate through clear instruction and regular updates. Thirdly, business can implement waste reduction initiatives such as minimizing the use of single-use products and promoting reusable alternatives. Lastly, employers can engage employees through green teams or committees, allowing them to lead waste reduction initiatives and rewarding their active participation. Both employee and employees must be committed to creating a sustainable workplace culture for this measurement to be effective.
For the concept of management, I choose to talk about leading edge management, the basic concept for every management. There are four main points of this, which is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So first is planning. Planning means identifying goals for future organizational performance and deciding on the tasks and use of resources to attain them. A good example of planning by TSIP is the plan manage 3,000 tons of waste every day and achieve a 90% reduction of waste volume and help to conserve the land of Singapore. Next is organizing. Organizing is how organization can accomplish the plan. Organizing involves assigning tasks, grouping tasks into departments, delegating authority, and allocating resources across the organization. For example, the waste management process comprises the collection, treatment, and disposal of waste. So next is leading. Both general manager of TSIP and landfill are good at leading the organization. They influence the worker to achieve the organization's goal and perform at a high level. And for the last function of management is controlling. Controlling means monitoring employees' activities and determining whether the organization is moving towards its goal. Controlling here is when employees need to wear a proper clothing, such as wearing PPE in work, and monitor the machines by checking the temperature of incinerator and steamer. They also work to manage the waste very well, so the waste cannot affect the environment.
Okay, now let's take a look at the second concept in management, which is managing ethics and social responsibility. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Hafiz Arham Mohamed Yassin, metric number 1222434. Managing ethics and social responsibility involves decision making and taking action that are in line with the organization values and principles, as well as taking into account the impact of those decisions on society and the environment. It is a crucial aspect of responsibility business practices. Management ethics also involves leader protecting their employees, customer, and society as a whole from any negative consequences that could arise from the action taken by their business. Ethics also can determine as the moral framework that determines what is right and what is wrong for action taken by both people and groups. But in this documentary, it shows us that manager did not apply the concept into the company, and this documentary also highlight how the lack of waste management services disproportionately affect the poor due to several factors like location and limited resources. Communities living in poverty may not have access to proper waste collection and disposal services. As a result, waste may be dumped in their surrounding, leading to environment degradation, health risks, and social injustice. Socially responsible waste management involves recognizing this disparity and working towards equitable access to waste management services for all communities, regardless of socio-economic status.
Today, I will be explaining the concept of managerial decision making in a waste management plan located in Singapore called Tuas South Incineration Plan. Waste management plans are essential for maintaining a clean and sustainable environment. For my part, we will explore how managers there make decisions to optimize operations and achieve environmental goals through program and non-program decisions. At the heart of Tuas South Incineration Plant is the waste sorting area. Here, managers make program decisions to ensure efficient operations. They establish waste sorting procedures based on predefined guidelines and standard operating procedures. This ensures that different types of waste, such as organic, recyclable, and hazardous waste, are properly sorted and processed. Waste disposal is another critical aspect of waste management. Managers make program decisions by following specific disposal methods based on regulatory requirements and environmental considerations. For example, hazardous waste may require containment, treatment, and disposal in accordance with strict protocols to protect the environment and public safety. Next, maintaining equipment and machinery is also vital for smooth operations in a waste management plans. Managers create program decisions by scheduling routine maintenance activities. By following a maintenance schedule, managers prevent breakdowns, optimize equipment lifespan, and ensure that all systems are functioning optimally. Waste management plans also face unique and complex challenges that require non-program decision making. Let's explore some examples of non-program decisions made by managers at Tuas South Incineration Plant. Managers make non-program decisions when considering capital investments in the plant. These decisions involve analyzing costs, benefits, and potential risks. For instance, investing in new waste sorting technology or upgrading recycling infrastructure requires careful evaluation to ensure optimal resource allocation and long-term benefits. Waste management plans often form strategic partnerships with recycling companies, waste-to-energy providers, and technology vendors. Managers make non-program decisions in selecting suitable partners. They evaluate factors such as compatibility, contractual terms, and the potential impact on the plant's operations and goals. When unforeseen circumstances arise, managers face non-program decisions in crisis management. Natural disasters, accidents, or unexpected changes in waste streams demand quick decision-making to mitigate the impact. Managers must adapt operations, ensure employee safety, and implement effective emergency response plans. In conclusion, managerial decision-making in waste management plans involves a combination of program and non-program decisions. Program decisions ensure routine operations such as waste sorting, disposal methods, and equipment maintenance. Non-program decisions address unique challenges and opportunities such as capital investments, strategic partnerships, and crisis management. By effectively making decisions, waste management plan managers drive efficient operations, environmental sustainability, and responsible management of waste. Thank you.
From this video, we can conclude how brilliant Singapore in solving the big trash problem when National Environment Agency (NEA) mentions that about 7.93 million tons of solid waste and 4.19 million tons were recycled in its website. NEA can achieve this goal by defining and framing the issue includes innovative employees, trend in current practice, and the nature of employment. Not just that, the concept of management also contributes to the success of NEA objective. This concept includes leading edge of management, managing ethics and social experiments, and managerial decision making. So, we can see how defining and framing issue and the concept of management is implemented by NEA to achieve a clean Singapore in the future. We also have some recommendations for the NEA further increase the effectiveness in solving the big trash issue. Firstly, National Environment Agency can implement a new policy for Singaporeans to practice using paper comprehensively. The use of paper bags in shopping malls and the packaging of goods made of paper is one way to maximize recycling rates. Secondly, National Environment Agency can encourage industry to use environment-friendly technology, such as implementing new policies, such as vehicle being required to install smoke filters on car exhaust, and NEA can use pneumatic waste pipes. This technology works by installing curvaceous waste disposal lockers that connect to a series of underground pipes. This method can reduce environmental pollution and reduce energy costs. The lesson learned from the video about how Singapore fixed its big trash problem is how Singapore used various alternatives to reduce the rate of waste dumping. The people of Singapore are also no exception with their help in terms of garbage disposal ethics, which is the main pillar of the success of Singapore fixing its big trash.